Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for This Week in Agribusiness. I'm Mike Pearson, and I appreciate you making us a part of your day. It's no surprise that U.S. dairy producers have seen several years of challenges, stretching back to the early 2010s. In that time, there have been growing amounts of consolidation in the dairy industry, and a number of smaller producers have made that tough decision to hang up the milkers and sell the cows. When these smaller farms close, and increasingly we're seeing this across the northern parts of the country, the core of the dairy belt in the upper plains and in the northeast, when they hang up their milkers, it has impacts beyond the farm gates. Al Gustin, our friend in North Dakota, dug into this issue and took the time to have conversations with several dairy farmers up in his neck of the woods. What he found was that the trend towards closure might not be over yet, and he filed this report.
The milking parlor sits empty on this farm where cows had been milked since 1906. Albert Noyle was the fourth generation to milk.
So you obviously like milking cows.
Oh, I love it. I always did.
But
the prices of everything just increased way high, but the milk just kept going down.
Noyle sold the cows in March.
So, you miss them, cows?
Dearly. Always miss them. But you just got to get over it. Life goes on.
The loss of one more family dairy operation isn't news. What makes this one noteworthy is that this is Emmons County, the county that historically, proudly, had more dairy farms than any other county in the state of North Dakota. There were 200 here 40 years ago. Now that the Noyles have quit, there's only one left.
You'll still find Tony Goldaddy, his wife Janine, and their children in the milking parlor, mornings and evenings, although it's not always the whole family. Goldaddy started dairying right out of high school, took over an operation from his uncle who was killed in a farm accident. Later, when he milked with his father 20 years ago, they were up to 120 cows, and things were good then.
There were months in back then that we would make 5 to 6 times the amount what we're making on a cow right now.
In recent years, he hasn't kept back heifers, and so the herd has shrunk through attrition. It costs so much more to dairy now, feed, equipment, and as there are fewer dairy farms on the milk route, the deduction for hauling his milk keeps going up.
Like when we started, our trucking was 30-40 cents a hundredweight, and it's like $2 now.
Dairying was once the lifeblood of Linton, the county seat 20 miles away. Dairy farm families shopped here. Retired dairy farmers lived here. This was a dairy community. There was a culture of dairy that existed here. There are towns like this all over the country, towns that were dairy towns, but now so many of the family dairy farms are gone, replaced by mega dairies. Goldaddy, who's 47, watched as his neighbors quit.
They kept dwindling. I kept thinking, I'm the youngest one, so I should be able to be the last one.
He is, and while nothing is certain,
it's a 90% chance I won't be milking another winter.
Odds are beef cows will take the place of these milk cows, although Goldaddy says there may be a couple the kids won't let him sell. For This Week in Agribusiness, I'm Al Gustin.
Thank you, Al, for that story from North Dakota, and we wish all the dairy families best of luck in continuing those traditions on their farms.